Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Fournette on the counter. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Leonard Fournette, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 63 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaac Nauta, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets them 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run with Madison, and he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Draw play, Madison, and an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
90, Wolf. Blue there.
Here's Madison running on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 16, Minshew, complete to Washington. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Jackson now. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw it. Minshew. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's take Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On third down, they run with Madison. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We'll find it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
they've got his man complete. A big pickup of 38.
Come on now, let's go.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Minshew. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Mike 50. Come on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the division title out of reach, we know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
So it's just a matter of adjusting now, isn't it? And what I mean by that is mentally. Every team starts the season thinking, let's go for the number 1 seed, right? Being the top team. Number 2 is pretty great, too, because you get the opening bye, and you're at home after that. But it doesn't matter at this point. Just getting in, and you just sit down and talk to your team. Would you rather go on the road and deal with someone, or would you rather stay at home for the playoffs? Let's go on the road and go take someone out.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Jackson, not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He's going to take off with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
Previous play is under review.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Minshew sets to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Ready. 30 big. Big stop, big stop. Let's go. Ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
60 out ball.
First down.
It's our field. It's our field. Ready to go. Shoot.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run with Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson dancing to his left. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass. Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 4th down, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Number 53, Mike 53. Step.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Let's go, baby.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, this is Madison. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Squeeze,
Jaguar, first down.
Shoot.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On third down, Jackson flushed out right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, with much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
We got this. Ready, ready. 10-2, sir. Three down. Let's go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Minshew, a throw left side, complete to his receiver Westbrook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Jackson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.